Chance now for Graeme to increase his lead. Tops required.
37. Daniel Carr, 68.
Can't find it.
Well, how two legs can compare and contrast. Usher got out to a very quick start, 13 darter in leg one, and both players now toiling around their 7th visit of the leg.
Game shot on the
Jansen
second leg,
finds the double
Jansen.
16, finds himself back on terms, breaks back one apiece. But on the board, he is a stone-cold animal.
78.
Finds the treble 18. Can he find the double 12 that gave him the 9 yesterday?
63.
He can't.
Daniel Carr, 60.
And so this for 4-1 win, it'll move Graeme Usher on to 8 points. After a slow
Finish on the
start
match,
yesterday, Graeme Usher is beginning to get on a roll. A 4-1 victory against Danny Yansen puts him on to 8 points and puts him joint top of the group. Ahead of a meeting between Tom Sykes and Richie Jansen, the gambler's got himself well suited.
One of the legs.
Well, it doesn't seem to have affected either player. Tom Sykes puts in a 180 of his own.
100.
Although he's not going to get the Yannick Sinner type default that he got yesterday. He was 2 sets down to Grigor Dimitrov at Wimbledon, and unfortunately Grigor served and he did his shoulder in, went completely out of socket, out of place, and had to withdraw from the match.
140.
Yeah. Injuries do happen, even in darts. 81 here for Tom.
49.
Just wires the double 16.
Well, he won his first leg in 14 darts. Could win this leg in 5 visits as
140.
well. 140 for Houghton, leads himself on 61. But Sykes to move in front. It was a 14 darter to win his first leg, 13 darter to win his second. 2-1 to the good.
Tom McCarr, 130.
A chance for Tom then to take a 3-1 lead. Needs a treble 20. Finds it. Bullseye. Oh, and what a beautiful shot there from Tom Sykes.
No score.
And can't find the double one.
10.
So yeah, it's again.
Game shot on the match, Tom Sykes.
There it is. Double 5. Gets Tom Sykes over the line. 4-2 victory there. Tom Sykes with a 97.13 average. Richie Jansen, 92.12.
Well, there will be an opportunity for Hans to get the job done. Remember, he
96.
lost the first 2 legs of the game when Brewers was perfect on the doubles. He's missed a couple of opportunities since then, and there are now 2 at double for Dan Hans, who only needs 1. A brilliant bullseye to double 16 combo to complete the 82. Sees Hans get the victory over Rowan Brewers for the 2nd day on the spin. A win that sees him climb to joint 3rd in the table, 6 points, level with Richie Jansen.
Yeah, a bit of shoulder in that one. Tops now for Jansen to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, how on earth did you get this in?
20. Daniel Carr,
Well, it doesn't
6.
is the answer, but I'm not sure there was a possible way. How on earth does he get this in? Well, you can see where he can get it in, and that's a great dart from Danny Jansen. Yeah, first time today that we've gone the distance. But it could be a real pivotal point of the week for both players. As Houghton kicks off with a 180 for the 2nd successive leg. If he wins this game, he moves on to 8 points, leaves Danny Jansen on 4, and that might start to determine the direction
27.
of travel in the group for both men.
Yeah, the perfect start for Houghton in this leg. And follows with another one. Now then, dare we say it?
We talked about it. We've been hitting 180s so frequently that we might get more than 1-9 darter this week. Danny Jansen hit one yesterday, and he's disappointed to see that Richie Jansen hasn't followed suit today.
83.
Yeah, he'd have liked to have seen somebody else do it as well. A thump of fists there to Appreciate the effort made.
One of them.
Shows you the camaraderie, because this is a last leg decider, and he was willing it in. Couldn't do it in 9. But a delightful dozen darter sees Richie Housen get the better of Danny Jansen in a last leg decider. Threatened perfection in it.
Knows Danny anyway, so it was a good match to have for the first match, as he fires in a maximum.
A 180 that puts him back in the picture in this leg. May have to follow it with the big 147 out though. Sykes leaves himself a 2-darter. It's on. 87 left. 36 left. What a finish that is. And what a 6 starts that is. 3-2-7 in 6. From Rowan Brewers against the table-topping Tom Sykes to take the lead.
Tom look at 86.
86 then for Tom for a 3-2 lead. Bullseye.
61.
And again,
look at 83.
Just underneath. Line was right, weight wasn't. Double 16. Oh, and he finds it. That's a crucial leg there for Brewers.
And this could be a big result, not just for him, but for everybody chasing down Tom Sykes in this group.
87 now. Double 18 for Tom. Double 9. And he goes into the 14. Opportunity now for Brewers to take out this 136. Finds the first treble. Finds the second. Double 8 for the match. And he takes it out. Great finish there. 136. The Rowan Brewers takes out Tom Sykes. 4-3. 88.86 for Tom. And 83.92 for Brewers. 3 maximums for Tom. Just the one for Rowan, but he does take the victory. Coming up next, we have Dan Hans against Richie Housen.
Definitely sped up, hasn't he?
One of them, 40. Danica, 20.
Absolutely. Just leaves himself 160, but will he return? No, he
on
won't.
The third leg, Dan Hans.
Dan pins that with his first dart. Takes a 3-0 lead.
Leg Richie to throw first.
And that 13 dart leg acknowledged by Richie Housen. That's the measure of the man.
Take this match. And he's in a very comfortable position to do so.
Well, this is a flurry of magnificent maximums from Dan Hans. He's on for another superb leg of darts here. It was 13 last time around. He could go out in 11 here to win with a whitewash. And he does it in a dozen. What a performance. What an absolutely astonishing win for Dan Hans over Richie Housen, who he beats 4-0. And he seemed to get better as the game went on. Legs of 15, 19, 13 and 12. An average of 101.9 in the performance of the day so far. If you're wondering how good a 9-dart leg is, 167.
85
is the average for that. And Danny Jansen hit one yesterday against Tom Sykes, and he's about to do it again today.
Oh, wow. Now then. I'm getting nervous again.
Are we going to have Dutch darting deja vu? Repeat perfection. We could have. Treble 19. Oh!
Danny, you're rubbish.
Unacceptable behaviour from Danny Jansen. Tom Sykes and Danny share a joke about that. Do you know what? I thought he was going.
I did.
59.
I did.
Danny O'Carr, 52.
Tom would have got an inferior complex, wouldn't he, if he'd have done it to him again.
What is wrong with this man? Only does it against me, but he does level the score.
Settles for a 12.
Danny to throw first.
There's a break back too, so all square. He's got to calm down.
And he finds the double 16. That's covered. He's going to have to move.
Somebody call a locksmith. He's gone to Southampton to throw this one.
No score. Danny O'Carr, 65.
Well, he really had blocked the bed, hadn't he? So chance now for Danny to take this match. 65 required.
And despite some brilliant play, Tom Sykes could be in trouble here. He's lost his last two matches as Danny Jansen wins an absolute thriller. Threatened another perfect leg. Hit 7 perfect darts. A mop of the brow after an absolute drama with Tom Sykes. But it's drama here at the Super Series as Sykes has lost 2 games in a row and has sunk from the top of the table.
Danny O'Carr, 102.
Trying to improve throughout the day.
Yeah, all of his matches went to deciders yesterday. Brewers hoping to
on the third leg, Rowan
force that kind of outcome today, and that's a great way to go about it.
Fourth leg, Graeme to throw first. Game on.
And it wouldn't be the first time that Brewers has taken out a big finish if this were to go. But it won't go. Usher
45.
finally seal the deal. 2-2. Finds it, wins it, carries on this streak of success. Graeme Usher gets his 6th successive win, seeing off Rowan Brewers by 4 legs to 2. An average of 90. The finishing was brilliant at the start. It tailed off towards the end, but he does cross the line and moves clear at the top of the table. Danny Jansen takes on Dan Hands next.
90. Danny O'Carr, 107.
Might be back in his hands if he takes this out. 107, 87. But now Yansen has a real opportunity.
Tops then for a 3-1 lead.
On the fourth leg, Danny Jansen.
Finds it with his 3rd dart. Break of throw
Fifth leg,
as well there for
first.
Danny Jansen.
Game on.
Well, he does have time on his hands.
91.
You're
Danny
learning.
O'Carr, 72. Getting shown the match, Danny Jansen.
Pins the double 12 to take the match. 4-1 victory there for Danny Jansen against Dan Hands. Averages there 83.40 for Danny Jansen, 78.38.
97.
Well, he's left
Richie
it okay,
Carr,
and the way that
55.
Richie Howson's been finishing or not finishing legs, as the case may be, will be a cause for optimism for his opponent here. It's only 1 dart double on this occasion.
35.
And again,
Rowan
the
O'Carr,
chance
32.
gets away from Howson, and a Brewers break is in prospect.
Can you see it? Oh, what a dart.
Leg,
what a dart. Manages to thread that through.
140. Rowan O'Carr, 18.
Double 9. Double 4. For the match. And he takes it. It's a 4-2 victory there for Rowan Brewers. Does some damage again. Averages there for Richie Howson, 85.35. Rowan Brewers, 82.3.
Everyone remembers the winner, Conan Whitehead, but did you all recall that Graeme Usher was the runner-up that night?
131. Graeme O'Carr, 81.
Well, he finds the double 6. A 12 dart leg there by Graeme Usher. A 13 dart leg previous to that by Tom Sykes. And this is proving to be a magical game.
Oh, here we go.
125.
From Graeme Usher. Sykes smirks as he looks to back up his maximum with another
177.
Well, not the 180, but the 177, and that leaves the 144. Many people regard it as the easier route.
But you've got 2 targets in the same place. So 2 treble 20s. Finds the first. Can't find the second. It's just above. It's a great effort from Tom.
128.
What a dart. To leave himself 16 when he returns.
Well, the way these guys are going, we could have 9 dart finishes every day this week.
140 to the
10 will do very nicely indeed.
Game shown the third leg.
11 in the end. What an effort from Sykes, who leads 2-1.
Fourth leg, Graeme to through first. Game on.
And Graeme Usher's yet to have a 3 treble visit in this match.
180 to the
As if he heard you.
Sykes had 5 before that. Usher joins the party. Treble 20 would give Sykes a shot at the bullseye. Oh, yes!
The fifth leg, Tom Sykes.
Stop it! Just stop it!
Sixth leg, Graeme to
It's getting
first.
ridiculous.
Game on.
There, he couldn't find
Tom
it,
McCarthy,
and Sykes
5.
now needs 5 in bits.
Double 2 for the match. Oh,
1.
and it
Gerwyn
is
McCarthy,
so
40.
close.
He did everything right until the end.
20.
And how
Tom
on
McCarthy,
earth
4.
has such a glorious encounter ended like this?
It's so nervy. And it's double 2, double 1
Game shown the
for
match,
Tom
Sykes.
Sykes, and he takes the match 3 legs to 1. What a fantastic match that was. An incredible amount of scoring, takeouts, averages there. 105.23 for Tom, 105.78 for Graeme.
Manuel Carr, 170.
He has taken out some big shots today, so can't be done this time. Just sneaks into the treble 5.
95. Daniel Carr, 48.
Double 16.
Game shown
Danny
the match, Danny
Jansen
Jansen.
ends Tuesday with a win against his fellow Dutchman, Rowan Brewers, who will remain at the foot of the table, but Jansen now is breathing down the necks of the top 2, Graeme Usher and Tom Sykes, after that 4-1 success against his compatriot.
Okay.
Well, it's on the bullseye.
Game shown the first leg, Dan Hans.
A 170 out shot.
Second leg, Tom to through first. Game on.
And he's not going to take out the biggie.
124.
But
Tom
he does
Carr,
leave it handy.
106.
Does indeed, but it might be too late. Double 18.
Game
For
shown
the
the match,
match.
Tom Sykes.
Pins it. Takes out 4-1 victory over Dan Hans there for Tom Sykes. Dan Hans 80.93 average. And Tom's 90.91. 2 maximums for Tom, 1 for Dan. 4 out of 14 for Tom and 1 out of 4 for Dan Hans. Coming up that next, the final game of today, Graeme Usher against Richie Howson.
Richie Carr, 104.
Graeme really not finding his targets at the moment in this match.
Game shown the second leg,
Richie certainly
Howson.
finding his.
Yeah, takes out 104 then.
Third leg, Graeme to through first.
I've
Game
worked
on.
it out, Trina. He must have heard my comment earlier saying that if he loses again, he's got to play darts and not snooker afterwards.
Haha, that's what it was.
He wants to get on the bays.
140. Richie Carr,
Yeah, indeed
88.
he does. And this would be a break of throw if Howson takes it out, and he
Game shown
does
the
so
fifth
with
leg,
his
Richie
second dart.
Howson.
Takes out 88. Break of throw there for
Sixth leg,
Howson.
Richie to through first.
And
Game on.
moves into this leg with the darts.
And he's not going to get it. Having
58.
won his first 3
Richie Carr,
games, Usher
52.
could be about to lose his last 2. And this would be a lifeline for Richie Howson, who's not had the greatest day today.
Game shown
But
the
he
match,
does
Richie
win.
Howson.
His final encounter, and he wins it by 4 legs to 2. Superb stuff from Richie Howson. A big hug from Graeme Usher, who's actually got exactly the same set of results that he had yesterday, but obviously they're in reverse order. The performance was there for Richie Howson, wasn't it? 93.58, 4 out of 6 on the doubles, 104 the highlight for him. Towards the end of the day, the last 6 results, Danny Yansen getting a 4-1 win over Dan Hans, then That win for Rowan Brewers over Richie Howson was a bit of a shock. Tom Sykes beat Graeme Usher in one of the most brilliant battles we've seen. Both players averaged 105 in that encounter. Danny Jansen then got the better of Brewers in an all-Dutch duel 4-1. Hans took out a 170 in the one leg that he won against Tom Sykes. And we just saw Richie Howson get the better of Graeme Usher. Meaning that, well, it's kind of as you were at the top of the table, because Tom Sykes has a 2-point lead on Graeme Usher. Danny Jansen is on 10 points along with Richie Howson. Dan Hans on 8, Rowan Browers on 6. Trina Gulliver is alongside me. Trina, just looking at that table going into tomorrow, how many people have got realistic designs on topping the group and making it through to finals night?
Well, if they have a good day, why, you know, it could all come down to Dan Hans even, you know. But the top 4, that could go really anyway.